everyone, welcome back. So currently we are sailing into week 4 of Voyage 15, and we have 4 octopuses joining us for this 4th week. And again, this voyage is starting off at $5,790. And I hope everyone is doing well today. We had some snow and some ice going on, so we've had a few slickery moments on the roads, but it should warm up and melt soon like it always seems to. So hopefully everyone else is doing well with their weather too. So we'll break into what's happened so far on this voyage. All right, so the 5,790 was due by December 1st. Otherwise, we were looking at 27.99% interest. So on November 7th, we did accomplish sending $1,140, bringing it down to $4,650. November 14th was $1,140.01, which brought it down to $3,509.99. We did have $2.25 of interest. That brought it to $3,512.24. Then a payment of $1,142.24 for November 21st brought it down to $2,370. And then for the 4th week, there was a phone bill for $25 added on. And then November 28th had a balance of $2,395. And as you can see, that did get paid. And currently there is $0 due on Voyage 15. And what I'm also going to do is just verify that when it circulates at the end, I think on the 16th, or the 18th, one of those 2 days of December is when the new bill is going to come out. So there should be $0 on there, but there may be a tiny bit of interest on there. But what it's looking like is we start off with that $5,790. There was a $25 phone bill and $225 of interest, which gave us $5,817.25 that we paid towards Voyage 15 to complete that. So we look at checking. We had the payroll check went in on November 28th. And I did just go ahead and apply the entire check to Voyage 15. And typically it is a bi-weekly paycheck, and then I divided it weekly. But this time I just went ahead and did the whole entire thing to that credit card. And then we have our savings as a backup since December 1st is coming. And the mortgage and a few other items are due, so we have savings as a backup for this voyage. So this also shows with that City Diamond. It basically just shows what I had shown on the previous sheet just as it happened. And then this once again shows that it got down to $0 with that last payment of $2,395. This one shows the checking account that we ran everything through. We did start off with $73.07. Payroll for November 28th and December 5th is what we're going to calculate that for. So we won't actually have a payroll check on December 5th since we applied it with the November 28th. And that gave us a balance of $2,346.89. We did take $127 from savings so we could get the voyage paid off. And $2,395 is what was needed to completely pay it off. So currently in that checking account, there's $78.89. We look at the savings, and I believe this is just starting from last time, where we did start off at $2,075. We did send $111 to American Express, $210 to Citibank, and then $205 to Discover. And then $127 went to that City Diamond, which finished that Voyage 15. And that leaves savings at $1,422. Then once again, we have these Loan 1, lines of credit 1, 2, and 3, and also Visa are not due until December 1st for the first 4 items, and then the Visa is due on December 31st. So we will have payments coming out for those tomorrow since today is the last day of November. Captain's log. This is from 0 to 25K, which was voyages 1 through 8A. And I will be doing a monthly, I guess not monthly, but there was a request on the complete debt that's paid off since the beginning of the, very beginning of the voyage to now. And so I will be getting that up before too long. So this just shows the 0 through 25K. And then the second one was the 25K through 50K, which was voyage 8B through voyage 12. And that ended on June 13th of 2025. Then currently we're working on the 50K to 75K for another milestone. And we have voyage 12 through 14. And then on the next sheet, I'll have 15 on the update slot. And that comes to currently $74,285.81 as what's been paid off in the voyages so far. So we are just about at that 75K. So we might get very close to that next week. And we'll see how that plays out, because I'm taking money out of savings to pay off items, and then we're gonna try and replenish savings. But I will go into this sheet, the credit available. We have the Visa at a limit of 10,000. Currently we're using 9,903. So there's 97 available. That Citi Diamond, we have a limit of 18,000. Zero balance, there's 18,000 available. And we do not want to use that card anymore, so we are going to cross it off on our list. And then next will be this Discover One, which has a limit of 22,000, and we currently have $3,640 as the balance, with 18,360 available. So our next goal is to go ahead and get this tackled. As far as monthly bills, the only thing we did was the phone bill came through the Citi Diamond and got paid off. And we didn't have anything different with loans. They pretty much are first and the 7th of the month to get those taken care of. We do have a savings payback plan. We started with $1,422 as a balance right now, and we do owe $1,215 to the savings, and that is in part for that payment we sent to American Express for $111, a Citibank for $210, the Discover for $205, the escrow for $177, and Old American Express for $385, and then to finish voyage 15, $127 is what's needed. And then if you've made it this far in the video, the code word will be snowflake, and that is because it is snowing outside. So I thought that would be kind of a cute little phrase word for this time. But we are looking into starting voyage 16. I don't have it completely planned out yet, because I honestly hadn't thought about ending voyage 15 today, but then I realized it is completely paid off. But I do want to get my savings replenished, and then I realized, why not just start voyage 16, get all the credit for the payments, because I know there's a payment due by December 10th on voyage 16. That way we can get credit for that one. Go ahead and start this as a nice slow voyage from the first 2 weeks, and then see if we can't get that paid off. And we have February, was it 13th is the deadline to get that paid off, and then I think it's at 17% if we were to not make that goal, but I think we should be able to. And then after this one, and this is the Discover One, and that's a final balance transfer on that. So that's why we're also going to eliminate this card from our list of cards to use, because we are going to make life much easier and just get down to just 1 or 2 lines of credit that we use, and completely take the credit cards off our list of things to mess with. So we have Citibank Diamond is gone, and now we will have Discover One, which will be our next one, and we plan to get that paid off by February 13th. So I think we should do pretty well, because I think we have, let's see, we have December, all of December, all of January, and then we have a week of February. So I think we have about 10 weeks to get this paid off. And then we will look into we have another Citibank, and then that will be the final one on that Citibank too. So we will go ahead and get that taken care of. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments. And please like and subscribe to follow my debt journey. And I will talk to you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye.